Let's be honest, most capital raisers are still sending people to their websites. Totally fine, and it's better than nothing. The problem is their website is doing nothing for them. It looks nice, it talks about their track record, maybe it has a bio, contact form, and a little bit about us page. But to be very frank, let's save the website for farther along in that investor's journey. At the beginning stages of the nurturing process, this is where funnels come to play. Today, I'm going to walk you through 4 things that will help you raise more capital. Number 1, why funnels are different and better than websites at some points. Number 2, how funnels make your capital raising efforts scalable. Number 3, how easy is it to build one inside of Capitallyst Pro or any CRM? And number 4, what to do with your leads after they opt in. A funnel is not just a landing page, it's not a website, and it's definitely not a bunch of links thrown into a link tree. A funnel is a guided experience. It's designed with one purpose: to take a stranger, build trust, and then move them one step closer to becoming an investor. Let me give you a simple example. If someone clicks your LinkedIn post about an ebook you wrote called 5 Things Every Passive Investor Should Know Before Investing in Real Estate, where do you send them? If you send them to a website homepage, you instantly lose them. Why? Because your homepage has 9 different options like your about page, portfolio, contact us, forms, latest blog stuff. And your ebook, it's nowhere to be found. And if it is, it's lost inside of some other menu. But if you send them to a funnel, here's what they see: a clean page, 1 headline, 1 form, 1 call to action. Download your free copy of 5 Things Every Passive Investor Should Know. That's a pretty powerful headline. That's the power of focus. Funnels remove distractions, they help people take action, and they help you know exactly where each lead came from, what they're interested in, and how to follow up properly. So let's zoom out for a second. As a capital raiser, you're probably doing at least one of these things: hosting webinars, speaking on podcasts, creating content on LinkedIn or YouTube, going to a lot of these in-person networking events, sending out email campaigns, offering investors resources like fund summary, deal decks, or ebooks. The question I have is, when someone's interested in one of those things, where do they go? Funnels give you a way to channel all that interest into action. You can build a webinar registration funnel, which we have pretty awesome pre-built solution inside of Capitallyst Pro. I'll include the link here to a video that we made discussing and going over that whole entire system. You can build a funnel over a lead magnet, a soft commit investor funnel, even an investor onboarding funnel. It's all about meeting people where they are at and giving them the right next step. Let me show you exactly how simple it is to build a funnel inside of Capitallyst Pro. All right, everybody, I jumped over to my desk real quick so I can show you exactly how easy it is to build a landing page and a funnel. And so what we're going to do is we are going to go into our platform here, Capitallyst Pro, click on Sites, and then as you can see here, we have a ton of different pre-templated funnel pages, which is really good foundation, really good starting point. But if you wanted to customize one from scratch, this is how you do it. So you go into funnels, click new funnel, and we're going to start from a blank, and we're going to call it test funnel and hit create. Once you hit create, then it'll open up this window here, and we want it at our first step, and we're going to call this homepage. Now the path is the URL. So if it's like capitalistpro.io/homepage, that's going to be our path. So we'll just do test home and create funnel step. Now in different CRMs, this might be a little bit different, but this actual funnel page or landing page builder is very similar to any other CRM. So we're going to go and we are going to hit edit. And this is going to bring up our funnel builder. And what's really cool is you can do sections, rows. These are elements, so all the things that you can add to those sections and rows. Global sections, this is going to be for, say you want like a header piece that is the same exact header over all of your funnel pages in this, or landing pages inside of this funnel. That's where you would put global sections.
Section templates, you can create different sections and save them for your templates so that you can just drag and drop like this. Okay. And then let's go back here. Widget marketplace, same thing, kind of, you can do different widgets here. Now this is one of my favorite things. These are already pre-templated, pre-built sections. So like, look how easy this is. The about, you just drag and drop. Let's say we want a footer, just drag and drop. So that did not work for some reason. Let's add another section here. We want to do full width and add a row. Let's go back to our pre-built sections and let's do a footer. So this has all of your social media links, your about pages, all this stuff already pre-built. And if you ever built landing pages before, this takes so much time. Because look, you have a section here, but then you have different columns, and then you have to put in all the text because these are all different elements here. So there's a ton of work that goes into this. Okay, so these pre-built sections really help out. Now you have partners, you have lists, you have a welcome. So this is very typical for a landing page to have like a big headline with a video, call to action, headers, subheaders, and a button. Okay, so these are all really, really important things that have been proven and tested to gain attraction on landing pages. So please take advantage of these pre-built headers or pre-built section. Okay, because look, you have kind of an image and then a main headline over to the right. These are really, really helpful. You have testimonials, you have team, so there's tons of different things here. Buttons, you can choose your button styles, all your social media icons. I mean, just these alone would take a while. You got to find the image, you got to pre-build the section, you got to put in, and then you got to hyperlink all of your social medias on top of it. Whereas you can just grab this and drop it in. And what's cool here is it shows up on the right side, and all you have to do is hit edit and then put your Facebook profile link or whatever inside of each one of these. And there you go, it's done. Countdown timers. This is something that's really new to us, but you can add a countdown timer, images, even a progress bar. So if you see in some landing pages and funnels, they have progress bars. So this could be the first page, and then if you have a second page, then you could do that. Okay, so that's how you build it. Now, I wanted to show you just an example real quick. So let's say we want to put a form in here. All you'd have to do is go up to sections. I want to do a full width section here, and I want to add a row, one column, and I want to put a form. So if you've already built a form inside of your system, all you have to do is check. Let's do investor questionnaire form. Okay, so this is investor questionnaire form. When they fill this out, what happens, right? Or what you could even do is maybe put in the button and say, fill out our investor questionnaire. Okay, fill out our investor questionnaire, and you can click on the button. Actually want to here we go. Fill out our investor questionnaire, and I misspelled that. There we go. Okay, now instead of having the form on the landing page here, what you could do is you can get rid of those. We want to build it in a pop-up. So up here, up top, this is our pop-up. And instead of having it in the actual landing page, we want to do a form in the pop-up. Okay. And let's do investor questionnaire. Let's see, where are you? Cool. There's our thing. We could even add a heading up here up top, pop up. And remember, always hit save. Okay. And then we can publish when we're ready, but we're not going to publish it. Once they fill out that form, let's have it go to another page. So maybe a confirmation page. So we want to come down here to add a new step, and we want to do thank you page. Thank you test. I want to create the funnel step there. Okay. Let's edit, and then we can do it one more time. Let's do a really cool pre-built section. And all we're going to do here is, let's do this one. Cool. And we're going to add a section above here, do a column and a headline. Thank you for filling out the questionnaire. Cool. And then you could say, check your email for more information, or so on and so forth, whatever that actually looks like. Okay, so now we have a thank you page. So when they fill out the form, they get brought to the thank you page. Actually, let's go back to the home page, and I'll show you inside of the pop-up. If we come down, click on the form, this says button action. So we actually want to go to the next step in the funnel rather than use whatever's built inside of the form itself. So go to next step, save that. Okay. So then when they fill out the form, it will actually go to the thank you confirmation page. And from here, I know this isn't a whole tutorial on building a whole entire funnel. You have your landing page and your workflow that has a confirmation email, maybe a text message. Maybe it waits a couple days, sends them a follow-up to schedule a call with you, so on and so forth, right? You could even put them into a longer term nurturing campaign, or, a 6-month nurturing campaign to just give them education and tell your story and so on and so forth. So I'm not going to dive too deep into that because those are mentioned in other videos that we have. And so I'll actually include that at the end of the video, a link up in the corner to watch an actual video on setting up automations and workflows. And it'll break down everything that we kind of just did, plus a ton more. So hope you enjoyed this quick little video tutorial on how to build a landing page. This is super, super helpful. It's very direct and to the point, so you're not leading everybody to your website, which websites are still good. And in this video, you'll also hear about the differences, pros and cons, but have a clear call to action. Make sure that they are going to a direct source for that information that they requested, that they're not sidetracked by everything else on your website. So let's dive back into our video. Now that we know how to build the funnel inside of a CRM, let's talk about what happens after someone fills out that form on your funnel or opts in. This is where most people drop the ball, honestly, because collecting a lead is just one step. What you do next is what creates the conversions. So here's what you can do inside of any CRM or Capitallyst Pro. Send them an instant email and text. Thank them for downloading your guide or your copy of your ebook. You can even personalize it with their name and interest level using custom fields and values. Then you could even add them to a pipeline, tag them, investor lead, soft commit, webinar attendee. You could trigger a follow-up sequence. Maybe it's a 12 email nurturing drip with conditions set. So if they open or click, or maybe they respond a certain way, you can tailor them. Maybe it sends your team a task to follow up. Maybe it invites them to a private investor webinar. The point that I'm making is you're building systems that work while you sleep. You're taking cold contacts and turning them into qualified conversations without lifting a single finger, except you set it up once. Funnels aren't just nice to have. They're the engine behind scalable, automated capital raising. If you want to stop chasing leads and start attracting qualified investors and stop spending hours on the phone with people that just want to leech information from you,
you need a funnel. If you want to build one without the tech overwhelm, Capitallyst Pro was built for you. If you're looking for a pre-built capital raising machine but aren't sure which CRM to choose from, you can access our pre-recorded demo of Capitallyst Pro. The link is down below in the video description. Second, after watching that demo, if you're determined that a tool like Capitallyst Pro makes sense for you and your business, then book a call with our team. We've also included the link in the video description. If you got value from this, smash that like button and subscribe. It will mean the absolute world to us. Now, work smarter, close faster. I'll catch you on the next video.